Good afternoon, one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the ring main distribution systems. Okay, in the previous class we already discussed about the DC distribution fed at one end and DC distribution fed at both ends, and also the step are the tap distributor and some theory that will be related to the ring main distributors. Okay, first of all, what is meant by the ring main distribution? Okay, what are the advantages are there for the ring main distribution systems? Okay, we are having the so many advantages are there when we are using the ring main systems. Okay, that means the continuity of the supply will be obtained by using these ring main distribution systems. Okay, the distributor arrangement to form a closed circuit. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system. Okay, it is formed the closed loop circuit. If any fault will be obtained in any one of the line, then automatically there is a continuity of the supply for all the remaining systems or the remaining lines. Okay, it is a closed circuit and fed at one or more than 1 points. Okay, it will be fed at more than one or more points. Okay, this is the distribution fed at A point and this is the distribution fed at B point. Okay, we can fed the at different points. Okay, and the better flexibility. Okay, in the event of the fault on any section, okay, it can be isolated from both sides. Okay, and continuity of the supply is maintained. Okay, there is no disturbance of the continuity of the supply. If any faults are obtained in any one of the section, only that section is removed from the network. Okay, the remaining supply will be continue. Okay, in the ring main distribution systems, okay, this is the closed loop circuit. Okay, we are feeding points are the B, C, D, E, F. Okay, these are the feeding points and the input will be given at the point A. Okay, this is the feeding point A and these are the load points, that is B, C, D, E and F are the various load points. The loadings are the I1, I2, I3, I4 and the I5. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system, and this dotted line will be having the interconnected line. Okay, it is the interconnected between the F and the B points. Okay, when we are interconnecting these F and B points, how we will be calculated and how we will solve the problem? Okay, that will be discussed in the next coming slides. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system. Okay, the main advantage for the usage of this ring main distribution system is it gives the continuity of the supply. Okay, if any fault will be obtained at any one of the section, that is suppose the fault F will be obtained at this E to D section, then the supply will be continued for A, B, C, D and A, F, E. Okay, up to point we can continue the supply. Okay, only this E and D section is removed from this system. Okay, therefore the continuity of the supply will be obtained by using this ring main distribution system. Okay, therefore the continuity of the supply will be obtained when we are using the ring main distribution system. Okay, this is the one of the major important advantage. Okay, next coming to the problem for the ring main distribution system, that is the a two wire DC ring distributor is 300 meters long. Okay, the length of that distributor is the 300 meters. Okay, and is fed at 240 volts. Okay, and is fed at 240 volts at point A. Okay, the input is given at point A, that is 240 volts. Okay, at point B, 150 meters from the A. Okay, the distance between the A to B point is the 150 meters. Okay, from A load of 120 amperes is taken at C. and 100 meters in the opposite direction, and a load of 80 amperes is taken. Okay, if the resistance per 100 ohm of a single conductor is 0.03 ohm. Okay, fine. First bit, the current in the each section of the distributor. Okay, first one we find the current in each section of the distributor. Next, the voltage at point B and the C. Okay, next we calculate the voltage at points B and the C. Okay, first of all we calculate the resistance at various sections. Okay, first of all we calculate the resistance at various sections, that is RAB. Okay, RAB is equal to 2 into both wires, means we are taken as the we are multiplying with 2. Okay, therefore 2 into 0.03 ohm. Okay, 2 into 0.03 by 100 into, okay, the distance between A to B. Okay, this is the distance between A to B is the 150 meters. Okay, 150 meters. Then the value is the 0.09 ohm. Okay, the resistance across the A to B section is the 0.09 ohm. Next, we calculate the resistance across B2 section, B2 C section. Okay, we calculate the resistance across B2 C section. Therefore, RBC is equal to 2 into 0.03 by 100. Okay, into, okay, the distance between the B to C is the 300 minus 150 minus 100. Okay, this is the distance between the B to C section. Okay, then the value is the 0.03 ohms. Okay, after that we calculate the resistance at conductor section C to A. Okay, that is 2 into 0.03 by 100, and the distance between the C to A is the 100 meters. Okay, the distance between C to A is the 100 meters. Okay, this is the ring main distributor, and this is the feeding point A. Okay, this is the feeding point A. Okay, in this we are connecting the substation, that is 240 volts, that will be feed for that ring distribution systems. Okay, in that the loads are the B and the C. Okay, the loads are B and the C. Okay, the distance between B to C. Okay, the distance between B to C is the 150 meters. Okay, the distance between, sorry, A to B is the 150 meters. Next, the distance between B to C is the 50 meters. Okay, next, the distance between B to C is the 50 meters. Next, the distance between C to A. Okay, the distance between C to A is the 100 meters. Okay, next, the distance between C to A is the 100 meters. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system. Okay, and then we will note down the resistance values. Okay, that will be calculated in the previous slide. Okay, these are the various resistance values. Okay, after that, the load tapping points are the 120 amperes at B point and 80 amperes at C point. Okay, next we calculate the current at A to B section, that is IAB, and we calculate the current at B2 section, that is ICB, and we calculate the current at A to C section, that is IAC. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system. Okay, this is the closed loop form of a distribution system. Okay, this is the closed loop form of a distribution system. Okay, let current IA be flowing in the section AB. Okay, what is the current IA will be flowing in section AB? That is IA minus 120 amperes. Okay, the loading point is the IA minus 120 amperes. Okay, the current flowing at the section A to B is the IA. Okay, this is the input current, that is IA minus 120 amperes. Okay, this is the current at section AB. Okay, next we calculate the current at section BC, that is IBC is equal to sorry, IA minus IA minus IA minus 120 minus 80 amperes. 120 minus 80 amperes. Okay, these are the current at the various sections. Okay, IA minus 120 and IA minus 120 minus 80. Okay, that is IA minus 200 amperes. Okay, and then according to the KCL, that is the Kirchhoff laws. Okay, the voltage drops is the, according to the KVL, the voltage drops are the VAB, okay, VBC, VCA is equal to 0. Okay, according to the Kirchhoff voltage law, okay, the algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Okay, what is the algebraic sum of the voltages? In that we are having the three sections VAB, VBC and VCA. Okay, VAB, VBC and VCA is equal to 0. Okay, this is the algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Okay, VAB means the IAB into RAB, VBC means IBC into RBC, VCA means ICA into RAC. ICA into RCA. Okay, substitute all the values in this equation. Okay, we determine the IAB value and RAB value in the previous slides. Okay, this is the IBC value and RBC value and ICA value and RCA value. Okay, that all will be find out. Okay, and then substitute all the currents and the resistance in this equation. Okay, and then we determine the value for that IA current. Okay, we find out the value for that IA current. Okay, therefore IA is equal to 86.67 amperes. Okay, then IA is equal to the 86.767 amperes. Okay, ma. First, understand IA is equal to 86.67 amperes. Next, okay, we calculate the current at various sections. Okay, what is the current at A to B section? That is IA current. And what is the current at B to C section? Okay, the current at A to B section is the IA. And the current at B to C section is the IA minus 120 amperes. Okay, IA minus 120 amperes. And A to C section is the IA minus 120 minus 80 amperes. Okay, that is IA minus 200. Okay, therefore IA is equal to 86.67. Okay, therefore IA is equal to 86.67. Okay, then substitute all the current, all the substitute the IA current in all the equations. Okay, and then determine the currents at the various sections. Okay, and then we determine the currents at various sections. Okay, this is the IAB current, IBC current, ICA current. Next, we calculate the voltage at point B and voltage at point C. Okay, next we calculate the voltage at point B, that is VB. Okay, therefore VB is equal to VA minus VAB. Okay, VB is equal to the VA minus VAB. Okay, VA is equal to 240 volts. Okay, therefore that is the input voltage. VA is equal to 240 volts and VAB is equal to IAB into RAB. VAB is equal to IAB into RAB. Okay, substitute that currents and resistance. Okay, then we calculate the VB value. Okay, then we calculate the VB value, that is 232.2 volts. Okay, therefore VB is equal to VA minus IAB into RAB. Okay, that is equal to 232.2 volts. Okay, that is equal to 232.2 volts. Next, we calculate the voltage at point C. Okay, voltage at load point C. Okay, that is VC. Okay, therefore VC is equal to VB minus IBC RBC. Okay, therefore VC is equal to VB minus IBC into RBC. That means the VBC. Okay, this is the voltage across the B to C point. Okay, therefore VC is equal to VB minus VBC. VB minus VBC. Okay, and then we calculate the VB value and the VC value. VB value and the VC value. Okay, next coming to the second problem, that is a two-wire DC distributor A, B, C, D, E, A in the form of a ring main. Okay, is fed at a point A at 220 volts and is loaded under 10 amperes. Okay, in the ring main system, we are having the closed loop is the A, B, C, D, E, A. Okay, in the form of a ring. Okay, the feeding point is the A point, that is 220 volts. Okay, the feeding point is the A point, that is 220 volts. Okay, and is loaded. Okay, and is loaded under a 10 amperes. Okay, and is loaded under a 10 amperes at a point B, and 20 amperes at point C, and 30 amperes at point D, and 10 amperes at point E. Okay, at point E. Okay, the resistance of various sections are RAB equal to 0.1, RBC equal to 0.05 ohm, RCD equal to 0.01 ohm, RD equal to 0.025 ohm, and REA equal to 0.075 ohm. Okay, next we determine the point of minimum potential and current in the section. Okay, we determine the point of minimum potential and also the current in the section. Okay, first we can draw the ring main distribution system, that is the, okay, this is the point A. You can feed at this point, that is A point, and B. Okay, closed ring, and this is the C. And this is the D. And this is the E. Sorry. And this is the E point. And A point. Okay, this is the closed loop A, B, C, D, E. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, A. This is the closed loop and form a ring. Okay, in that we are feeding the point A, that is VA is equal to, okay, therefore VA is equal to 220 volts. Okay, therefore VA equal to 220 volts. Okay, and is loaded under 10 amperes at point T. Okay, the loading point is the 10 amperes at point B and 20 amperes at point C. Okay, this is the 20 amperes and 30 amperes at point D, 30 amperes at point D, and 10 amperes at point E. And 10 amperes at point E. Okay, these are the loading currents: 10 amperes, 20 amperes, 30 amperes, and 10 amperes. Okay, 10 amperes. The resistance of various sections, okay, RAB is equal to 0.1 ohm, RBC is equal to 0.05 ohm and RCD equal to 0.01 ohm, RD equal to 0.025 ohm, REA equal to 0.075 ohm. Okay, determine the point of minimum potential and current in the various sections. Okay, we can determine the point of minimum potential and currents in various sections. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, A, B, C, D, E point. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, A are the closed form, closed loop. Okay, and VI is equal to 220 volts. At B, C, D, E are the loading points, that is 10 amperes at B point and 20 amperes, 30 amperes, 10 amperes. Okay, and then we write down the currents, that is the IA current or I current at AB section. Then the current at BC section is I minus 10 amperes. The current at CD section is I minus 10 minus 20 amperes. The current in ED section is I minus 10 minus 20 minus 30 amperes. And EA section is I minus 10 minus 20 minus 30 minus 10 amperes. Okay, these are the currents at the various sections. Okay, next apply the KVL in this loop. Okay, apply the KVL in this loop. Okay, what is the KVL? Algebraic sum of the voltages. Okay, that is VAB plus VBC plus VCD plus VDE plus VIE is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to 0. Okay, then we substitute VAB means the IAB RAB plus IBC RBC, ICD RCD plus IDE RDE plus IEA REA is equal to 0. Okay, and then substitute IAB. Okay, what is the current at IAB section? That is I. Okay, therefore I into resistance that will be given in the question, that is 0.1 ohm. Next, IBC. Okay, what is the current at B2C section? That is I minus 10 amperes. Okay, I minus 10 into resistance at B2C section. Okay, that will be given in the question, plus ICD. Okay, what is the current at C2D section? I minus 10 minus 20. I minus 10 minus 20 into resistance plus I minus 10 minus 20 minus 30 into resistance plus, okay, I minus 10 minus 20 minus 30 minus 10 into that resistance is equal to 0. Okay, this is the apply KCL at this loop and the algebraic sum of the currents is equal to 0, and then substitute all the current values. Okay, and then we determine the current I by using this equation. Okay, and then we determine the current I by using this equation. Okay, what is the current I value? Therefore, I is equal to 31.19 amperes. Okay, then I is equal to 31.19 amperes. Next, we calculate the currents at various sections. Okay, what is the current at A to B section? Okay, what is the current at A to B section? That is I. Okay, what is the I value? 31.19. Therefore, IAB is equal to 31.19 amperes. Okay, next we calculate the current at B2 section, B2C section, that is IBC. Okay, that is IBC. Okay, therefore, IBC is equal to, I minus 10 amperes. Okay, what is the I value? That is 31.19 minus 10 amperes. Okay, that is 21.19. Okay, therefore, the current at B2C section is the 21.19 amperes. Okay, next we calculate the current in C2D section, that is ICD equal to I minus 10 minus 20. Okay, what is the I current? 31.19 minus 10 minus 20. Okay, that is equal to 1.19 ampere. Okay, that is equal to 1.19 ampere. Okay, similarly, we calculate the current at section D to E point, that is IDE. IDE is equal to I minus 10 minus 20 minus 30. Okay, that is equal to 31.19 minus 28.81. Okay, then we can change the direction Why? Because means, okay, we obtain the negative value. Okay, therefore, we can change the direction at point D to E section. Okay, we can change the direction at a point D to E section. Okay, up to this point, like this, the direction is like this. Okay, at this point, the direction will be changed. Okay, why? Because means we are obtaining the negative value at D to E point. Okay, and also we change the direction of this point also. Okay, this is similar to the distribution fed at both ends, but it is in the form of a closed link. Okay, like that we can find out the current at various sections. Okay, like that we can find out the current at various sections. Next, coming to the ring main distribution with interconnected system. Okay, how we will calculate when we are interconnected between the two sections, 2 points, that is in the when we are observing this figure. Okay, this is the ring main distribution system with interconnected. Okay, this dot line represents the interconnected line. Okay, the dot line represents the interconnected line. Okay, the interconnected is connected in between D to B point. Okay, this is connected in between B to D point. Okay, next we calculate. How we will calculate that formula? Current formula means the by using the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, what is the Thevenin's theorem? V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus RL. Okay, what is the formula for that? I Thevenin current, that is I Thevenin is equal to V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus RL. Okay, like that we can write down the current formula at IBD section, interconnected current, by using the Thevenin's equation formula. Okay, we already well known about the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, in that Thevenin's theorem, we are having the various steps for find out the load current. Okay, for finding the load currents. Okay, what is the first step is there? By using the Thevenin's, the interconnected is removed. Okay, that means the load resistance is removed. Okay, after that we find out the Thevenin's resistance. After that we find out the equivalent resistance. Okay, and then we find out the V Thevenin, and then we find out the load currents. Okay, this is the load current. Okay, like that by using the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, we determining the interconnected current. Okay, by using the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, we determine the interconnected current, that is IBD. IBD is equal to V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus RL. Okay, this will be obtained by using the Thevenin's theorem. Okay, sometime ring distributor has to serve a large area. Okay, sometimes this ring distribution is to serve the large area. Okay, in such a case, the voltage drop in various sections, okay, the distributor may become excessive in order to reduce the voltage drop in the various sections. Okay, by using the Thevenin's theorem, okay, by using the Thevenin's theorem, we solve the ring main distribution with interconnected. Okay, by using the Thevenin's theorem, okay, we solve the ring main distribution system with interconnected. Okay, the interconnected BD, okay, this is the interconnected BD to be disconnected and find the potential difference between the B to D point. Okay, like that in the Thevenin's theorem also. Okay, what is the first step? Remove the load resistance and then find out the V Thevenin value. Okay, like that in that also, in this case also, we remove the interconnected and then find out the voltage drop across the B to D point. Okay, and then we calculate the voltage drop across the B to D point. Okay, this gives the Thevenin's equivalent voltage, that is E naught. Okay, therefore this gives the Thevenin's equivalent voltage, that is the E naught. Okay, this is the first step. Next, what is the second step? Calculate the resistance viewed from the points B and the D, and then calculate the resistance when we are viewing the B to D points. Okay, and then find out the R Thevenin current, that is the R naught current. Okay, that is the R naught current. Okay, next we calculate the load current. Next we calculate the load current, that is V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus RL. That means E naught by R naught plus RBD. Okay, therefore the load current IBD is equal to E naught by R naught plus RBD. Okay, where E naught is the Thevenin's voltage, okay, that will be obtained across the potential difference between the B to D points. Okay, across the potential difference between the B to D points. Okay, after that we can determine the resistance R naught value. Okay, that is the Thevenin's resistance. Okay, that is the Thevenin's resistance, that is R naught. Okay, and then we calculate the load current, that is the interconnected current. Therefore, IBD is equal to EV Thevenin by R Thevenin plus R naught. That means E naught by R naught plus R load. Okay, these are the various steps for finding the interconnected current. Okay, in the ring main distribution system. Okay, the ring main distribution system with interconnected is solved by using the Thevenin's theorem procedure. Okay, in the Thevenin's theorem also we are having the various steps for calculating the load currents. Okay, like that in this case also we are using the same steps. Okay, and then we determine the load currents. Okay, that is V Thevenin, R Thevenin and the load currents. Okay, first step in the first step we are calculating the V Thevenin, that means the potential difference across the B to D point. Okay, in the second step, we can calculate the resistance, that is the R Thevenin resistance. Okay, that will be viewed in the point of B to D. Okay, next, this RBD is the load resistance. Okay, this is the interconnected resistance. Okay, after that, we calculate the interconnected current, that is IBD. Okay, after that, we are connecting the interconnected current, that is IBD. Okay, therefore, IBD is equal to the V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus R load. Okay, V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus R load. Okay, these are the steps for calculating that interconnected, for calculating the interconnected current. Okay, understand ma? This is the ring main distribution system and this is the procedure for calculating that ring main distribution system problems. Okay, and this is the various steps for calculating the ring main distribution system with interconnected system. Okay, with interconnected system. Okay, in the next class we are solve the problem that will be related to the ring main distribution systems with interconnected. Okay, in this unit we are having the remaining topics are the AC distribution systems. Okay, up to this we are covering the DC distribution systems. Okay, in the next classes we are discussing about the AC distribution systems. Okay ma, thank you.